All right. So our question in the previous section was, will the country be united by elections in 1956? So let's look at our characteristics of our two candidates in the 1956 Vietnamese election. We have Ho Chi Minh, who is a communist. He is popular among North Vietnamese because he gave land to peasants. So remember, one of our attracting ideals to why people would turn to communism is at least they would get something. If you remember back to the Cold War when we did our Jolly Rancher simulation, you'd remember is that during communism, when we illustrated that, everybody got one Jolly Rancher. And that's why Ho Chi Minh's going to be popular because at least everybody's getting something, even the poorest people. He's also going to fight the Japanese and the French, which made him a national hero. He is a war hero. So not only is he viewed as a strong leader, he's going to fight against oppression. And he wanted to spread communism to South Vietnam and unify the country. So spread communism from north to south. Now, this is a U.S. history course, so you're going to thinking, okay, what does the U.S. have to do with this? Well, remember, our policy is containment. So why might we have an issue with Ho Chi Minh and his ideals? Our other candidate is going to be No Dinh Diem. He is a capitalist. First and foremost, he is corrupt. We've talked about a lot of corrupt politician and business leaders. First one that comes to mind is Boss Tweed. So he is going to be corrupt. He is going to suppress all opposition. So that goes back to your First Amendment rights, is if you criticize Diem, you're going down. He offered no land to peasants. He's like, sorry, you're poor. It is what it is. So because he's capitalist. He's also going to persecute Buddhists, who's one of Vietnam's majority religion. So there's going to be some issues with Diem as well as issues with Ho Chi Minh. So be thinking about those two things. So here's the outcome of the election. There was no outcome, y'all. The election never happened. The South refused, partly because they feared that the North wouldn't hold elections because the North is led by Ho Chi Minh. He's a communist. And also, Ho Chi Minh would declare himself winner, partly because Diem was extremely unpopular and would lose. The South didn't hold these elections because they knew that Ho Chi Minh was going to win and that all Vietnam would be conquered as one country and they would turn communist. US supported the cancellation of the election because they did not want communism to spread. We realized the same thing that South Vietnam realized, is that Ho Chi Minh was going to win this election and he would be the winner and all Vietnam would be communist. Going from that here, this is what you need to know about the Viet Cong. The Viet Cong are South Vietnamese communists. Now you might be thinking, wait, I thought South Vietnam was capitalist. I thought they were free. They are, but there's going to be communist sympathizers in the South, and they are called the Viet Cong. And you see some pictures of the Viet Cong here on the slide. The major method of warfare that's going to be used in the Vietnam War, and we'll talk more about war strategies in a minute, is going to be guerrilla warfare. Now, this is guerrilla. Now, look how it's spelled. It's not like a giant gorilla in the zoo, guerrilla here. So, think about the climate that we're in Vietnam. We're in a tropical climate. There's a lot of rainforest, there's a lot of jungles. The Viet Cong, with support of North Vietnam, began a guerrilla war against the government of South Vietnam, seizing control of southern Vietnamese villages. So, they're going to start seizing all of South Vietnam. And again, who's supporting them? North Vietnam. So even though this is the Southern Vietnamese communists, they're going to have the backing of the North. They're going to use hit and run and ambush tactics. There's going to be landmines and booby traps and stuff you're not going to see because there's so much tropical vegetation here. In the next section, you'll watch a video about guerrilla warfare.